You buy the sharp gaming monitor, then your work tabs ghost your screen and your room glare wins. Or you buy the work panel, then games feel stuck in mud. This guide sorts fit, compromise, and skip cases fast. Pick by panel risk, desk space, ports, and refresh ceiling, because the wrong compromise follows you daily. Let's move. Number 1. ASUS ProArt Display AW2725QC. If I wanted one compact luxury monitor, this is where I'd start. It's a 27-inch QD OLED with 3840 by 2160 resolution and 240 Hz. That means crisp desktop space plus fast gaming, without needing a huge desk. The desk-friendly part matters because it also brings USB-C with 90W power and a KVM switch. So your laptop and gaming PC can share one keyboard and mouse. The catch is the OLED bargain. Static toolbars and dashboards can raise burn-in risk over time. Bright rooms also flatten the magic, with blacks looking less convincing. I'd skip it for always-on work panels or sunlit setups. Number 2. Dell S3225QC. Want the OLED look bigger, but without paying for every ASUS perk? I consider this for a laptop-first desk that doubles as a media screen. You get a 32-inch OLED panel with 3840 by 2160 resolution and 120 Hz. So it's roomy, sharp for movies, and smooth enough for casual play. It still has USB-C with 90W power, which keeps a laptop setup cleaner. But the feature cut is real. There's no KVM switch here, and it gives up the ASUS 240 Hz ceiling. Text sharpness also matters more at this size. I'd skip it for picky document work, esports, or DisplayPort 2.1 needs. Number 3. KOORUI S2741LM. This is the practical pick when your room is bright and OLED feels fussy. I'd choose it for work and play on 127-inch screen. That's especially true if you want 4K sharpness without OLED habits. The headline is the IPS LCD panel with 3840 by 2160 resolution and 320 Hz. That gives you dense text, fast headroom, and a screen size that still fits normal desks. Mini LED backlighting helps it punch harder than basic LCD monitors. But it won't fully copy OLED blacks or that clean, small highlight sparkle. It can also mute tiny, bright details. I'd skip it if movie room contrast matters more than brightness in ports. Number 4. AOC Q27G3XMN. Here's the budget compromise I actually respect. I'd pick it when you want stronger contrast hardware than basic cheap monitors. It's a 27-inch VA LCD with 2560 by 1440 resolution and 180 Hz. So you're accepting less sharpness than 4K, but still getting a useful gaming refresh ceiling. Mini LED backlighting is the reason this one stays interesting. It gives the AOC a more serious picture foundation than plain budget panels. But the port story is bare because there's no USB hub. Motion is also the catch, with smearing behind fast-moving objects. I'd skip it for 4K text work, clean competitive motion, or cable-heavy desks. Number 5. Dell Alienware AW2725DM. This is the no-drama option, not the pretty one. I buy it for a simple 27-inch 1440p desk, where work and entry-level gaming share time. The IPS LCD panel runs at 180 Hz, so basic gaming feels covered without chasing premium picture hardware. You also get an ergonomic stand and 2 USB-A ports, which is useful at a cheap desk. But the picture downgrade is the whole deal. It lacks mini LED backlighting, local dimming is weak, and contrast is low. So blacks can look gray instead of cinematic. I'd skip it if HDR punch, deep blacks, or a bigger USB hub matter. Number 6. ASUS ProArt Display 6K A3225QC. This one is for people who live in documents, timelines, and shared screens. I'd choose it for a MacBook-style desk where one cable should charge, connect, and reduce clutter. The 32-inch IPS panel has 6016 by 3384 resolution, which is the whole point. You get dense workspace, plus Thunderbolt 4 support and 90W power delivery. The hub is Series 2, with 4 USB-A ports and 2 additional USB-C ports. But it's capped at 60 Hz, so gaming isn't the job. The matte coating can also add haze, and scaled resolution may need patience. I'd skip it if you want high refresh play or hate display tweaking. If I were choosing fast, ASUS G27G3XMN is the mixed-use splurge. Dell S3225QC is the larger OLED compromise. KOORUI is the bright room all-rounder. AOC is the budget picture play. Alienware is the cheap simple desk. ProArt is the work-first machine. Before buying, match ports to your computer, measure desk depth, and think about static apps. If USB-C charging matters, check wattage language carefully. Prices and availability change, so check before you buy. My pick for most mixed desks is the ASUS OLED. I'd go KOORUI for bright rooms, AOC for budget picture, Alienware for cheap simplicity, and ProArt for work. Links are in description.